In the historic downtown Petersburg, on the historic square in Petersburg, at Hand of Fate Brewing. Hand of Fate's one of my favorite spots in the 87th district, and I'm here with Mike Allison. Mike and his wife Breer, the owners of Hand of Fate. And so, Mike, tell me a little bit about Hand of Fate. How did you guys get started? How long you been in business?
We have been open just over 18 months. We opened May 13th of 2016, and so the middle of November would have been our 18-month anniversary. I was a long-time home brewer, worked in another job, another industry, a funeral director for 22 years, and was ready to get out and do something for myself, work for myself, and something that I was passionate about. And I loved brewing for years and been doing it, and it just was a natural thing to do.
So this space, before it was the brewery, tell me what was in this space before it was a brewery.
The last thing it was an old Dollar General. And it's been vacant for several years, and the building was kind of falling apart. It was an eyesore on the square, and it actually kind of, part of our name, Hand of Fate, the way things kind of worked out was a gentleman who I had a funeral for, speaking with his daughter, and she lives in Chicago now, but she really loves Petersburg and comes back quite a bit. And she found out that I was a home brewer and was looking to open a brewery in Petersburg. And we started talking about buildings, and I mentioned I like this one because of the cement floors and the tall ceilings, and she was like, "Oh, that building's hideous." And we went on a little bit more, and then she was on to say, "Well, my dad built that building." So he actually built this back in the early 60s.
Wow.
And a few weeks later, she came back in and asked if I was planning on buying it, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't afford to buy it and fix it up and buy brewing equipment and all that." So she volunteered to buy it and be my landlord, and it's been amazing.
It's incredible. The old Dollar General on the square.
And it's fixed up and it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful building, and you come in here when you guys are open. There's always a good crowd. You're doing good things here in Petersburg. So one of the things that happened to you all over the past few months, you had the great opportunity to now brew the Illinois Bicentennial Craft Beer for our 200th anniversary next year in 2018. Tell me a little bit about how that happened, the process on how you became the Bicentennial Craft Beer, and what the path forward is on that.
Well, the state came to the Illinois Craft Brewers Guild and had this idea for wanting to have a bicentennial beer, and to do that, they were going to have a competition at the Illinois State Fair. And so we competed in that competition. We brought a beer that we called What the Fuzz. It was a peach ginger cream ale.
It's very good, by the way.
It was very good. That's why I won.
Yeah.
But we won that, and we were just overwhelmed. We joked around about what it could mean for us if we did win, and then we did. And so it's kind of been a crazy ride, ramping up for this. We're a small brewery, probably going to do 400 barrels this year. Next year we'll by far double that with just the bicentennial beer.
So What the Fuzz isn't the bicentennial beer,
Correct.
but you're brewing a new beer. That gave you the opportunity to brew the beer. So what's the beer that people will be able to have as the official bicentennial craft beer?
So the beer that's coming up, and I can't release the name yet until December 3rd, but it's what we're calling an Illinois Farmhouse Ale. So it's a beer that has a lot to do with Illinois. The hops that we use in it were grown at Howell Hops in Lewiston, Illinois. Illinois isn't known as a big hop growing state, but we're getting more and more acres to that, so it was nice to be able to get hops grown here. The Saison yeast that we're using in it is exclusive to Omega Yeast Labs in Chicago, Illinois. They hybridized a French and a Belgian strain, so that's another Illinois product. And then the grains that we use in it, barley is a basis of almost all beers, but the other grains that we use in it are pretty commonly grown in Illinois, be corn and wheat and oats. And so we feel like it's a good tribute to Illinois.
Yeah, well, I think it's awesome. Small town Illinois, Central Illinois brewery coming up with the bicentennial beer. Congratulations. I know it's going to be a lot of work for you, and I'm looking forward to seeing your beer across Illinois in 2018. Congratulations.
Thank you.